Okay, I'm gonna tell you a story about Anne Frank. I know a lot of things about her because mostly because I did some stuff for her in school. Okay. Anne Frank was a Jewish girl, and she had was in her house. You know, she was living a normal life like a girl. When Adolf Hitler had took charge of all the Jews, he recommended all Jews be put up in the concentration camps. And in all these concentration camps, and every one of these concentration camps that he had put them in were like torture camps where they could kill them and stuff like that. So like Anne had to go into hiding with her whole family and everything, and like they had a person named Meek who would come and like bring them food and stuff like that and supplies. So like they pretty much relied on Meek to come do that. And when they had been living there for a long time with there's two families. There was um Anne Frank, Mr. Frank, and Miss Frank, and then there was the Van Dans, Mr. Van Dan, Miss Van Dan, and Peter Van Dan. And well, they had like they had another person with them was Mr. Diesel. Well, when they were all happy and stuff like that, and then like they had specific times they had to go through for each one, and there was workers downstairs, and I had hidden a secret annex for it used to be Mr. Frank's old workplace, and they had to stay in there. They've been in there for 2 years, so they had got caught, and they had specific times when they had to get up and like when they could go to the bathroom, which back then they had called the WC, and that's where they had went to the bathroom at, and they couldn't use the bathroom that much because like see they didn't have regular toilets like we do now. They had buckets. The buckets they had used the bathroom they pooped and peed or whatever in, and then they also had their sinks or whatever, and they had like some supplies that they had needed when we brought them there. Their stuff and whatever, and then like after 2 years of living, after the workers downstairs would come down, they had to be very quiet. They couldn't move at all, and they had to do things. They from 6 o'clock in the morning to 6 o'clock in the afternoon, they couldn't do anything but sit there in the house. So then, what happened is that after 2 years of living there, they had they like people, the green police had went there to their house and caught them. They were banging the van doors. A bunch of people who had provided for them, Meep, Mr. Kraler, and two other people who had provided and helped them hide them. One of them had told to get money and to register them. So they went ahead and they told on them. And they told them every single little detail of how they were hiding it there. So anyway, they had I'm only talking about close. You can talk about close. Blah, 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 blah. Anyway, sorry guys. Okay, and they had they brought them to a concentration camp. And then after they got there, they had got their tattoos on, the numbers, um, and that had that. So what had happened is that Mr. Mr. Frank and his whole family had got separated. Everybody got separated, and Mr. Frank had got out right at the end, and everybody was hungry, dirty floors, dirty everything. And Anne's sister Margot had died of no food. She died, and a couple days later, Anne was along with her, and she had died too. Everybody outside in the secret annex, Mr. Van Dan, Miss Van Dan, Peter Van Dan, Mr. Dussel, Mr. Frank, Miss Frank, Anne Frank, and Margot Frank all died except for one person, Mr. Frank. He got out right after the liberation. When he got out, he was going around to everybody asking what happened, what happened, what happened. Oh my God, was okay, everybody okay? And he thought nobody was okay but him. Meep had just died last year of old age. She died at 91 years old, and she was doing really good. But they have concentration camps now, right now, in Florida and in every single state in the USA. They have a concentration camp, which they're taking innocent people, not just Jews this time. They're taking all of them, blacks, whites, Mexican, German, Jews, every single person of each kind, they're taking every single person into the United States in the concentration camps. And they're taking all of them there, like, just to torture them because they're trying to save food for the other people and trying to they're just doing it for no reason. The government, the Alabama law, tells them that they can do that. They're allowed to do that. And people think that they're just kidding around when they say that. Well, my brother had went, and he was in Colorado, was going to the concentration camp in Colorado to get evidence to prove that they do that. And he didn't get any evidence, but he did find a lot of concentration camps. They're called FEMA camps. He wanted to come up. They're really, really super crazy, and it's really sad to watch. People, they get their hair cut, girls, everybody, and they get tortured, death marches, they get gassed, just to kill them for there's no reason. Only thing they did wrong was being a Jew back then, and now what they're doing wrong here is nothing at all. They weren't doing anything wrong for being a Jew. They're hungry, and they want something to eat, and people just don't understand what this thing is doing and what it's causing. Well, anyway, people here and now are just completely going insane in their minds right now because this is what's happening. This is real. Scary things are happening right now, and it's not just fake. This is real stuff going on. You guys can email me at DallasBetzel@yahoo.com. It's DALLASBETZEL@yahoo.com. Email me whatever you need to email me, and talk to me about it. But guys, stay strong, have faith, because this could happen. This is going all over the world, and soon nothing will be real again. You won't know what's real. You won't know what's fake, because this is happening everywhere right now, and it's not fake. It's real.